Welcome back to Pretentious Plays.
Hi.
This is the Let's Play series that talks at you, not with you. I am the Scrivener. This is J Derm. J Derm has chosen a game for us today. Why don't you tell us about your Electronic Arts Incorporated title that you've chosen?
This is Dante's Inferno.
Ah, yes, the strange adventures of one Dante Alighieri, or whatever that jackass's name was.
Tortellini. Dante Tortellini. Anyway, this is a game. It used to be called God of War. Then it was called Dante's Inferno.
I remember the reviews for this were not stellar.
They weren't. Although a lot of the reviews were not based on the gameplay. If you go back and read them, they're very.
I'm not going to read them.
They're very contingent upon.
Oh, we get a trophy installation.
Oh,
See,
yeah,
we're playing this
great.
on a non J Derm machine.
Yeah.
So hopefully
I have the trophies. I've played through this game.
They call them Platinum
For
McGee.
better or worse.
I hope that it's like we can do like a full hour of us just talking over the 4% trophy thing.
Yeah, it's a little underwhelming actually. I'm kind of concerned.
No wonder the reviews sucked.
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
all people.
exactly.
This is what the review copies got to do.
So like, a lot of the reviews were contingent on the fact that like, you know, it was God of War basically.
Yeah. But
in a different setting. Instead of Greek mythology, it was set in the Inferno, famous Renaissance epic poem.
Yes.
If you will.
I mean, I will. It excites me a little bit as a formerly hyper literate person.
Right.
Oh, Milton hates this game.
Yeah.
That. What is this shit?
I don't know.
Can I? Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Whatever.
Anyway, like I would love to play a Moby Dick game. I just think it's
We'll play as a zealot.
Zealot.
I
Okay.
don't want to be too.
Don't you love creative difficulty games?
I do, yeah. Doom had the best one.
So, regarding the Dante's, I guess the Divine Comedy would be the actual name of the original piece. What can you do? Did you read it?
I did, yeah. I only read the Inferno.
How long ago did you read?
It was
the
like
Divine?
9th grade.
Ninth grade.
Yeah.
So 2-3 weeks.
Yeah. It was. I mean, I enjoyed it a lot. I really did. This game, if you're gonna try to play this game instead of reading the book for homework, you will get a very bad grade.
Oh, that's
if
too
you
bad.
do your book report. This game has absolutely nothing to do with the.
I call that the breakfast at Tiffany's effect.
Oh,
if you try to shortcut that shit, are you in trouble?
Oh, I'm telling you. Yeah.
Oh man.
You're gonna have a deep blue something. That was a good reference.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So this game takes the framework of the Inferno and completely turns it upside down and makes it metal for everybody in 2010, which it came out.
That's too bad.
Instead of Dante being a wandering poet, you are a lonesome crusader, much like Kratos.
Oh wow, is that our guy?
That is Dante.
Oh man.
He has red scars, kind of like Kratos' red marks.
This seems a bit crimson.
Yeah, he is sewing his crusade patch to himself.
Now, why would he do that?
He believes in the cause, man. Eating children and burning villages for the sake of God.
This is like violence for the sake of violence.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, like I said, this is already like God of War in the sense that, here's the animated version of his backstory. He's a crusader.
This seems to have like very good production.
Yeah.
But maybe a little off in terms of I don't know. I feel like the intent may be misguided.
I think it is. This game is very. This is like the Michael Bay version of the Inferno.
Okay. Well, now that we know that, and we can get it out of the way at the beginning. That way we can talk about other things. Because if we were discussing this sort of outside of the game.
This is the tutorial level, by the way.
Okay.
Wherein I'm actually a crusader.
Okay.
You will notice, looks like God of War.
Acts like God of War.
Acts like God of War.
Kind of smells like it.
Plays like God of War. You know,
Well, yeah.
squares quick, triangles heavy.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for the trophy, bro.
Yeah, one thing about this game that is not like God of War.
How is that a trophy?
I have no idea.
Come on.
The enemies take way more hits to kill because it gets off on that whole ideal of like
tedium
100-hit combos, bro.
Oh,
like,
right.
You know, say we just got a trophy for getting.
I've gotten 2 trophies. All right, I don't endorse this game already.
Yeah. So.
You breathed. Have a trophy.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna kill these guys. That's all you're supposed to do, really.
I'm gonna have a hard time not being upset.
Yeah.
About those 2 trophies that you got for essentially picking the controller up.
Basically, yeah. So yeah, I was literally prompted to do nothing except for kill these people by pressing the same button over and over again. So not the best start to your video game.
No.
Typically tutorials walk you through it at a quick pace. This just told me to hit 2 buttons and keep doing it over and over again.
I already feel like it's gone on too long.
Yeah, it absolutely has. But hopefully once I kill these jokers, they just keep coming too, so I don't know when they're going to stop.
Well,
I'm just crusading.
1 hour later.
I'm crusading.
Well, as long as you can hit them for an hour, we got something here.
Oh yeah, this is great.
Yeah. I will say this, since at least if it does nothing else correctly, it looks good.
Yeah, it does.
And I just finished Dragon Age Inquisition, and it looks a hell of a lot better than 2014's Dragon Age Inquisition, so at least it's got that going for it.
On the PS3, you should point out.
Yeah, certainly. Ooh, look at that. Are those random? Like, were you just like...
No, I think they were. I think I was just
scripted locations?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Dante, of course, can jump ridiculous heights like Kratos.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
I hate to keep making the God of War comparisons, but it literally...
We're going to struggle otherwise, yeah.
But, I mean, but also, that's not a bad
Owned!
thing. The reason I bought this game was because it was like God of War. This kind of came out, I think, a year or two after God of War 3, so people were kind of itching for some more God of War.
Now, what happened here? You just ate it.
Yeah, some guy just stabbed me.
Are you...
Now, this is the devil himself. The Castlevania version of death. That's not the devil, sorry, this is death.
I was going to say, it's not a very good imaginative devil.
No, this is Castlevania's the devil.
Okay.
He's babbling about something. He's saying, well,
what engine is this?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But, I mean, I bought it because I wanted more God of War.
That's fair.
And I got more God of War. Yeah, when people, see, that's the problem with a lot of reviews, though, is that they say, it's bad because it's like God of War. But I don't think the fact that it's derivative makes it bad. I think it makes it not creative.
Yeah, it makes
lazy,
it seem uninspired.
But it doesn't rip off God of War badly. Like, it rips off God of War's good qualities and does them well.
I'm trying to think of it. We played, what was the Onimusha?
Yeah,
Warlords, Resident Evil, kind of the same thing.
So you have an intro boss fight, as you do in these games. You always have the epic boss fight first to get you in there. Like Bayonetta did that.
Well, it's I guess even this generation, if you don't get them interested quick, they'll go play Candy Crush or something.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
you gotta make sure they're... Never underestimate the fleeting attention span.
But yeah, so like it does God of War's mechanics well. It's like a band that rips off another band, but it doesn't make the band bad. It just makes them
uninspired.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
yeah, I'm probably a bigger naysayer of that stuff than most people are. So
yeah,
most people, I would probably have a problem with it more than others because I just find it distracting.
Yeah,
I feel like, and it may just be my own self-deluded nonsense, but I always feel like I can smell inspiration a little bit. Like, I still get chills every time I watch the first Matrix bullet time thing, even though it's been done to death after that by a million people. Like, I feel like when it's within a framework that's very much, otherwise inspired and original, that you can sort of sense when it's very cool and when it's new and when it's just stupid dog shit.
Yeah.
How's this going? Are you struggling?
Yeah, I'm doing kind of badly, but it's alright. We got our first QTE. That means we're making progress.
Oh, yeah, QTE.
That's how you signify progress in these games.
QTEs are about a decade old now.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Which is sad. I feel like that's the point we now know they're here to stay, which is too bad.
The idea is that I'm going to kill him and take his scythe.
So Dante in this is going to become... Yeah, I already feel like we're deviating from the Divine Comedy's plot.
Yeah, so anybody who played this game and was like, cool, I want to read the book, I bet they were very disappointed. Like these bros with metal t-shirts.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, what percentage of those guys are going to read a book anyway?
That's true, yeah. It's not like Run to the Hills, the Iron Maiden biography.
How do you feel about Iron Maiden?
I used to love them. Now
Are you soft to them now?
I mean, I like them. I appreciate them. I think they're a good band. I just don't listen to them. Like, I wouldn't choose to really listen to them nowadays. That's not saying I'm better than them. I just kind of grew out of them, I guess.
Yeah.
But I used to love them. Like, I know the title of their biography.
I feel like it's a little squealy.
Yeah, I agree. The lyrics can be a little goofy. They're a little like...
I choose the happy medium in like, I'm not a huge metal guy, but if I've got to enjoy some metal, I like the vocalist to be not Cannibal Corpse, not Iron Maiden, but somewhere in the between.
Right, you're James Hetfield style.
He's a little throaty.
Yeah.
But like...
Look at this. Slow motion and everything.
Oh, yeah. Quick time
events.
Look at you.
Matter.
Look at you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's always my favorite too. QuickTime events where failure is not even an option. Rise, Son of Rome, my new favorite example of that. You can't fail the QTEs. Well, guess what, developers? Why have the fucking things?
See, it's an interesting little mechanic that these games do, where it's like you kick this big boss's ass to start the game with, because you're like, God damn, I'm powerful. This is great.
Yeah.
And then it throws you into the situation where like these little pissant enemies can kill you at the first level. So
Yeah,
it kind of gets your hopes up for nothing.
That's bad design.
But I mean, look at this, for God's sake. This is great.
I feel like this is, I feel like
I just
it's
killed
excessive.
Death.
You killed death.
I did.
Well, why can things
Oh.
kill you if death is dead?
Also, God of War. You have souls that allow you to purchase new abilities. One differing aspect, though, instead of upgrading your abilities, you have two paths. You have the good path and the bad path. And
Okay.
your good abilities...
Like Infamous style?
Kind of, yeah. And your good abilities, like you have a good path, you eventually get this power to shoot crosses and like holy light.
Yeah.
Your good chart will help you like make that better. Your bad chart makes your scythe better.
Okay.
So it kind of depends on whether you want to go ranged or... So it kind of adds a little cool mechanic. That looks really good still, I think.
It does. This game, I feel, is just like shamelessly tied. Like every decision in this feels like it's tied to marketing.
Yeah.
Like it feels like they started out as, this is how we'll sell it. It'll look great. It'll be violent, and it will do all the things that normal, like modern AAA titles do. But like, there's just very little hint of somebody really like. I think that isn't that tragic. Like that the modern game development, especially at AAA's, they're just they consist of these professionals who like. I think there was a story of like the disappointment this one designer had for Assassin's Creed Unity. Like like he or she, I don't remember which, but the developer or the designer spent like 5,000 to 6,000 hours or something on doing the cathedral in
That's
Assassin's
insane.
Creed Unity. Yeah, and it's like, but the game's a complete buggy mess. So it's
Yeah.
like, you know, nobody ever gets to notice those things because of the shitty qualities. And it's like, it's a classic pitfall of like the art by community.
Uh-oh, nudity.
Nudity,
YouTube, watch out.
because of course it has nudity.
Yeah. So yeah, his family's dead. Just like Kratos' family.
Ugh.
Also not part of the story.
See, I don't find him likable either.
No, he's not. Basically, I mean, I can skip this with the gameplay because I don't remember how long this is.
No, you just let it ride.
Yeah, well, anyway, this is wife and her ghost and...
Yeah, what's happening?
She...
He already,
remember
does
correctly.
he already have the thing stitched to his body?
Yeah.
Why?
He's just that committed.
He's hardcore.
Yeah,
he's hardcore.
This game kind of has some revenge
And we're gonna get.
history.
Are you gonna have to bail her out?
Yeah,
So we got the Princess Peach thing too.
we have to save her soul from hell.
This game fucking blows.
Yeah. We haven't even got to Virgil yet. Virgil
Oh,
needs
yeah.
to be our... Okay, yeah, so he gets... This is a shitty way to arrive home. You never... Like, sometimes you get home like the dog's pooped on the carpet. He got home and his family's dead and corpses are coming out of the ground.
Not only that, but the developers whipped her tit out arbitrarily
Yeah,
just because of. We'd hate to not sell. We need to make sure the middle school water cooler is.
Like, that's another thing. Like, at least in God of War, at the very least, you can pull off the nudity a little more because of, like, the whole classical Greek figure always being nude.
Yeah. That's true.
In this, it's a little less excusable because it's like, why? You know.
It's like because it's a lot of it, especially in like the normal world. Like, I can accept like the sort of like violation of the personal. You know what I mean? Like making her like vulnerable and making all that stuff. But you've already lost that fight because it's obvious that this entire thing, like this so far, is more of a commercial than it is like a video game.
It is. So yeah, I did that.
You're okay with me berating this, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm kind of on the same page. So yeah, this is the holy unholy chart. That's how it goes. It's not those. This is no sphere system from Final Fantasy X. It's a pretty linear system. I don't guess it really matters what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get the old. Oh, I can't even get it. So it doesn't matter.
Okay. So this is just you're just upgrading your attacks and shit. Right?
Yeah. It doesn't matter. I'll just get the Impaler.
It's kind of an arbitrary currency too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's souls.
Souls, whatever.
Yeah. You get like big soul bonuses because one aspect of this game that is a little unique is like throughout hell, you find these historical figures, kind of like in the story.
Yeah.
Like you'll find these poets.
Is it like the Assassin's Creed thing where they're like, oh look, it's that guy, it's Blackbeard. Hey, look everybody, it's Blackbeard.
Kinda, yeah, and you can like spare them or not.
Forrest Gump did that.
Yeah, it did.
I call it the Forrest Gump effect.
I might even run into one here in a minute.
It's actually okay in Forrest Gump because it's charming and the film's tone does it. When they do it in Titanic, it's really
How do you
annoying.
bet you restore health in this game? Do you bet you hold a button until the thing explodes?
How
You're
novel.
wrong. Now you press a button until it explodes.
Oh, okay.
And the souls come to you.
Well, this isn't God of War at all.
No, absolutely not. You save with these, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Savings for chumps.
Yeah. Who needs it?
So she didn't go very far. She just got pulled into the cathedral. I don't know why he was freaking out.
This is the, like, I know, like, God of War, maybe it's just because this is following in the God of War footsteps, but this is, like, the most blatant, like, young, angry male power fantasy I've ever seen in a video game, including God of War.
Like I said, I enjoyed this game, but it's amazing how many times during the game I thought about God of War and thought, that did it so much more maturely.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about God of War in a mature environment, or as being a mature example of something, you have a problem.
One of the things that God of War gets away with too, and I think appropriately, and it's whether they were intending to or not, is that the actual process of, like, gods and things in Greek myths have, like, because obviously, like, most deities, they're fabricated.
Yeah.
Have very human qualities, like they're envious, they're petty, or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's okay for him to, like, Kratos to be what Kratos is, because it actually fits the lore that it comes from.
Right.
Having Dante running around basically acting like Kratos in this, to me, just makes no sense.
Yeah, it really does.
Like, from a just fundamental standpoint. These are you know what these are, is it Todd? The Spawn
Todd
guy?
McFarlane,
Todd McFarlane, yeah. These are somewhat Todd McFarlane-esque to me, these little...
So now you'll start to see...
This is all set pieces.
One of the
like, this is very...
Yeah. It is all style and no substance.
Yep.
Each level of hell is basically an excuse to do some really cool aesthetic thing, which it does do. Like,
see, now that's cool. That's a good idea, but unfortunately, it's already misplaced.
But they built a game around it.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know, like the lust level, for instance, everything looks vaginal or phallic.
Yeah.
You know, the gluttony level, which I think you'll see first, is
it's usually first in these
seven
deadly sins sort of affairs.
It's like really gross, and there's just like eating mouths and stuff. So this is how you can get some souls. You punish or absolve them. You get holy or unholy souls depending on.
And these are like hell dwellers. These are like persecuted.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just killing mercilessly.
Yeah.
So yeah, the aesthetic choices of this game, especially in set pieces, are really well done.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's almost like an excuse for graphic designers to do their best to like render this legendary world, and then all of a sudden be like, oh shit, we gotta make a game out of it. So
yeah.
they picked God of War and just placed it in there.
Gotcha.
Now, it's like I was saying earlier, not on camera, but like the original idea for God of War that Ken Jaffe had was, instead of beating the Greek mythology thing to absolute death and back, he was going to have each game be like an anthology release where it was going to be about Norse gods, and then Christian god, and then Buddhist gods, Hindu gods, and all that.
Right.
So each game would be about different gods, and you would play through the world and fight the gods, which I thought was a really good idea. And apparently he did, until he realized how much money he could make out of Kratos.
And who can blame him?
Yeah. So this game kind of took
God
that
bless
mantle.
him.
Yeah, exactly. This game kind of took that mantle and ran with it, but I mean, whatever.
Pole climb.
So this is a pole of corpses, as you'll notice as I slide down it. They're ripping and tearing.
That's fun.
Kind of gruesome, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, we've already.
This game works for its mature rating. We'll say that.
Yeah.
Kill all of Hell's minions.
It's the only thing it works for.
Yeah.
The I think another thing, and I'm pretty in touch with, despite my sort of socially secluded nature most of the time, my voluntarily socially secluded nature. This game, as far as like controversy, as far as I could tell, created like basically no stir whatsoever.
No.
And considering its content, I don't think it's a sign of the times where sort of Christian moms have sort of let go and just accepted that, hey, sometimes somebody will make. God knows that's not the case.
No.
So I'm pretty sure that it just wasn't good enough to even make a splash in that arena.
No, it really didn't. I mean, like, I remember there was like a little tittering about it, but I don't think it was big enough to like.
And it even seems like it was probably trying to get that.
Yeah, probably.
And it failed. Like,
it's
how
very
sad
like
is that?
late '90s hardcore, like your Spencer's Gift type of like Satan.
Yes, yeah.
Like chain.
It's dated in everything but visual execution.
Yeah, so these guys are made of fire. You shoot them with holy light, they freeze, and then you kill them.
Blow them up there.
Yeah, who cares? And then I don't remember what I was supposed to do next.
Don't run into the fire.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't do that.
You got a lot of health to work with.
I do, yeah. See, that's another thing. This game's very forgiving.
Yeah. That's thematic.
Yeah.
That's thematic.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna start pretending like this game is that's intentional.
Yeah.
This game is much better than we're giving it credit for.
This game also.
Who developed this? Do we know who developed this?
I don't Visceral Games.
Visceral Games.
I'm not sure what they're responsible for. It's typically my job, looking things up.
Well, you can't. Yeah. Okay. Well, I can look it up because.
Yeah.
You're playing the game.
I am. I'm doing the hard work.
You're Dante.
I'm giving her square button.
You know what'd be
More
cool?
use than it's ever had.
Dante from Clerks.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I wish you could. Is there a mod? Was this on PC?
It was, I think.
I would like to see this in Clerks form. How do you feel about Clerks? That's a good film.
I used to love it.
I still love Clerks.
I think the second one is very fart sniffy and self-indulgent, but
It is, but at the same time,
I
like,
just died. I literally just died in this game. It's not even that hard.
well, start
And when
over.
you die, it gives you this like. clip
Oh,
from the,
that's a little much.
yeah, it's a little tacky.
I see. Well, you got a checkpoint, right?
Yeah, yeah. So
Aren't you
it's
just here?
Yeah.
What's the punishment for dying?
Once again, the checkpoint's very lenient.
So there's no punishment. You're in hell, and there's literally no.
I mean, there's punishment that says you got to do this pain in the ass fight again. Because, like I said, these guys take like 40 hits apiece to kill.
Okay.
But other than that,
Well, I'm gonna look up Dante's Inferno. I want to see who developed this thing. See what else they did. I'm actually surprised it's the second result.
really,
I would have thought I would have to dig for this because it's already like. Would you? This game is sort of an also ran at this point
yeah,
because of its God of Warness.
yeah. I don't know. I don't think it blew up sales figures either. Like I remember
No. And that, you know what? That's encouraging too.
they had a DLC,
That's
and
encouraging.
it was like an extra level that wasn't very long, and that was about it. Like there was.
Oh,
talk
they
of
did
a
Dead
sequel.
Space.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Best known for the critically acclaimed Dead Space series.
Which I am a big proponent of those games.
Yeah, Dead Space is.
I
Good.
can see that now in like the visual style of it.
They had. Oh, they did the old PS2 Godfather
Mm.
that nobody cared or played.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that.
Yeah, they some of the Lord of the Rings games, the adaptations, those were all pretty shit.
Yeah. God, I love the Dead Space games though. I still think the first one's one of the best survival horror games I've ever played.
Oh, they did Army of Two as well.
Never
The
played
Devil's
that one.
Cartel. Nobody did. It's not very good. But yeah, I guess Dead Space 3. I mean, like I essentially like their entire quality. Essentially, like everything they did that was of quality is essentially like where you want to draw the line on which Dead Space you like and which Dead Space you don't like,
Right.
and the rest of it's pretty much all this sort of high production hogwash.
So this is Virgil.
Ah, Virgil.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to meet him.
That's not what I imagine him looking like. He looks like Freddy Krueger.
He's a little Lady Liberty to me.
He is. Once again, breasts.
Those are reasonably like rendered breasts.
Yeah.
They weren't in any in my playthrough. There were no examples of breastises,
Mm-hmm.
but DAI has a few topless scenes, and I'm told the breasts look about as bad as the rest of the game does graphically. But
Yeah.
you don't go to BioWare for boobs and graphics.
Right.
You want that, you go to Dante's Inferno.
That's right.
They know their market.
So yeah, this game basically revolves around giving you a power, putting you in a room, letting you use the power until you get sick of it, and then you
This
just
is
do
a
it.
male power fantasy
Yeah, a little bit.
with like some brilliant art direction.
Yeah.
It's like it's sort of like going to a really nasty orgy, but there are some like really beautiful curtains and wallpaper.
Yeah, exactly. And that's another thing. I don't really know like what like demographic they were going for because they're obviously going for like the 16-year-old chain pants,
Yeah,
like Slipknot kid.
yeah. By the
The
way,
16
feel free to downvote us if any of you fucking grocery shoplifters happen upon this video. Feel free to
Yeah,
take your insecurity out on me.
yeah. Go back to pushing carts at Target. But you know, like at the same time, I feel like that type of demographic wouldn't want to play as a cross-throwing Christian crusader. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's like this weird parallel, or like this dichotomy almost of like, well, you're playing as this Christian god warrior fighting through this badass version of hell, but he's supposed to be a badass as well. But it's like, well, what do you want me to do?
yeah.
Like, is it badass I'm throwing holy crosses at people? Like,
Yeah,
I don't understand. So
I think they just tried to piss off moms, but even like the thing of it is like I feel like the kids that would be really into this, their moms died of crack a long time ago. So
right, this is like a death metal album cover come to life.
yeah,
And
this is actually a Cannibal Corpse
yeah,
music video. We've got the sound lowered, you can't tell, but that's what's going on.
and here comes the QC.
Oh yeah, gotta have the
You know him, you love him.
pre-scripted sequence. The AAA games are really shitty.
They love him, man. They got to show off.
Yeah. Please appreciate this sequence. Did you see it?
You know.
Did you see the sequence player?
So now I get to ride this guy. I am
Beastmaster.
Beastmaster. Now, that's a game we need, a Beastmaster game.
Yeah.
What a movie that was.
All right. How would you rate this versus Altered Beast?
Control's a little worse. But God, look at the power.
Yeah.
Look at him go.
See, now that feels power. That's cool.
He kind of goes where I point him. It's kind of fun. He goes in the general direction that I kind of want him to go. So
See, this is a place where I'd like to point out to AAA gamings who just try to have this giant, I guess, fire-breathing orgasm during the entire playthrough. This moment, how much greater would this moment be? How much more would you appreciate this moment if you didn't just spend the last 30 minutes jumping around like a complete invincible demigod slashing things from all sides? Like, there's no...
The only benefit
it feels powerful, but it would feel so much more powerful if there was actually some pacing and contrast to it as opposed to just another powerful thing you're doing.
Yeah, the only benefit I feel from this guy is that it doesn't take me 50 hits to kill everybody.
Yeah.
It just takes one.
Yeah.
It's almost like...
That's something.
It's almost like less of a power fantasy and more of like a time-saving fantasy.
I like games like this because you can go to them once in a while and it really makes you appreciate how difficult it is to make a wholly good game.
Yeah.
A game that...
Holy. Yeah, it's good.
Oh, Christ. Ah!
Hits keep on coming.
Yeah, that's why they come to the PP. The old pretentious place.
So we still weren't in hell yet, by the way.
Well, where were you?
We were getting there, but that was
He deserves to go to hell. Look at that stupid shit on his chest.
Yeah.
His face's animations are really stupid,
He's
too.
like Doom guy.
Durr.
Yeah. I think we're finally in hell. That was like the little top level, like the soil.
This is like an "Are we there yet?" moment.
So we just gotta...
That should be the first trophy of the game.
You would think
right
so,
there.
yeah.
That should be the first trophy.
But so we just now got to hell.
Call me Visceral Games. I'll show you a thing or two.
So now we're gonna climb the damned climb.
I can't.
We're gonna go on a damn climb.
Goddamn climb.
Damn climb.
I'm tired of climbing.
Yeah. Remember Vegas Vacation?
Yes.
There was a really funny gag in that. Well, not really funny, but there was a gag in that movie. Take it for what it is. Where they're at the Hoover Dam and the tour guy is saying, "This is the damn tour," you know, all this stuff. Randy Quaid says, "Where can I get some damn bait?" As he holds a fishing pole, and you're supposed to him and haw and laugh and hoot and holler.
Randy Quaid's a funny dude.
He is. His life is funnier than his movies.
That's correct.
Now
they are.
Yeah.
He was great in Not Another Teen Movie.
Oh yeah, that was a good movie. Starring.
Who was in that? Molly Ringwald had a cameo.
Molly Ringwald had a cameo.
Who's that? Yeah, who's the Avengers guy was in
Chris Evans. Yeah,
yeah, Chris Evans.
Yeah.
He was also in the ill-fated, failed Kim Basinger comeback, Cellular or Cell.
Yeah.
I actually caught about 30 minutes of that one on a movie channel one time.
It looked pretty bad, yeah. It was all about tracing phone calls or whatever.
It was bad. It was bad.
It looked like a Killer in the House movie. There was like
it was worse than, like, it had more, like, obsolete technology than Sandra Bullock's The Net, which came out about a decade and a half ago.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Yeah.
There was a...
Dennis Miller's in that.
Was he really?
He was, yeah. I think he died.
God, Dennis Miller. I hate Dennis Miller.
You don't like Dennis Miller?
I don't like Dennis Miller.
He is... I'm always fascinated that he's one of SNL's, like, most celebrated Weekend Update alumni.
Yeah.
And I think he was one of the worst.
I think so, too.
I didn't like him. I'd put him down there with Colin Quinn.
I don't like Colin Quinn.
Yeah.
Norm Macdonald's probably the top for me.
Oh, I love Norm Macdonald. Of course, he's the one they fired.
Yeah, of course. Because
Idiots.
Nobody got
Incompetence. This video game is a lot like the firing of Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
Just, like, completely misguided.
Yeah.
I really wish this was, like, you could just, like... I would rather just see all the pictures...
Have, like, an art book.
Yeah, of this game than see it as a video game.
Yeah. These poor schmoes.
That's kind of a phone in on the enemies. I guess you're going to kill so many, they don't have time to make individualized ones. But
and there are different ones, like... when you go to the different levels, like Lust has a bunch of like Medusa-esque figures.
Sure.
Try to
Medusa, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, imagine that. You may have heard of her.
Yeah.
God of War series.
Medusa. I like Medusa. Medusa's always been a cool character.
So I think I was wrong. I don't even know if I'm in hell yet. I'm in hell. I'm not on the levels yet, though. Like I'm not to gluttony yet. I'm on the shores of Algernon.
Hopefully we can redeem ourselves.
I'm on the flowers of Algernon.
Now there's a book I like.
Yeah, that's a good book.
I like Flowers for Algernon.
They should make a game like this based on Flowers for Algernon.
I relate to Algernon quite a bit, actually.
Yeah.
Because, like, I had a really good memory. Not, like, to the extent of being, like, photographic. I wasn't, like, some weirdo, yeah. But
sorry if you have a photographic memory.
Yeah. Because now you'll never forget the insult.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
You'll also never get Dante's Inferno out of your mind, poor bastard. So, about the time I hit 17 or 18, my memory started already going. Like, I remembered, like, my dad used to drive around and look at, like, real estate listings.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, you're on. I got you. You can play this as long as you want. I got a great story going.
Okay, yeah, go on.
Fireside chats with me. I used to remember, my dad used to tell me, when I was 6 or 7 years old, my dad used to drive by real estate and he would tell me to remember the phone number because this is pre-internet. You know, he didn't want to write something down
I
while
used
he
to
was
do that
driving.
too, actually, yeah.
Yeah, and like I could remember like 15 or 20 of them at a time, and I actually could remember them for years afterward. Like I would never forget those numbers.
Nice.
Well, that went away, and it shows in my grades. Like my grades started. My first C was in like 9th or 10th grade, and then you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
I started to lose because I never studied, but like I could just remember shit.
Right.
That's part of why this series works so well, is because I could run my mouth about all the stupid shit I remember from when I was 5. but
Naturally.
can't remember any of this stuff, this new stuff.
Well, I'm going to redeem my power real quick.
Redeem your power.
Give me a little repayment.
That's
here.
the most video game thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, oh yeah. Worlds of Power. See, I can do this little number, do some counterattacks.
Counter him. Counter his spell.
This guy's whooping my ass, and
Yeah, you're getting crushed.
I don't have very much health left.
Well, you're probably going to checkpoint to 3 seconds ago, so I
as
wouldn't
I'm
worry about
fighting
it.
one of the brothers from Little Nick.
This says Dark Souls, this is not.
No, this is no Dark Souls, I'll tell you that much. I'll punish him because we're badasses.
What happens when you absolve?
You hold the cross to his head and blow him up with holy light.
So it's a matter if you want to be killed in one way versus another?
Basically,
So
yeah,
there's
like,
no actual choice, and it's just a pissing contest?
well, you get holy power if you absolve him. You get unholy power if you punish him. So the holy power goes towards the little cross attack there.
This looks mechanically good, too. Like, as far as, like...
It feels good.
Does it control well?
Yeah, it controls really well.
This
It's responsive.
is a great game to do, because this is the classic example of a game that, in theory, on paper, does everything right, but if
Yeah.
it's got a misguided premise, then it's still going to be stupid.
Also, you'll notice I just ripped that guy in half. That was my idea of punishing him.
Punish him.
So now
Finish
I'm gonna
him.
do this whole thing where I, you know.
You know what's a controversial game?
What's that?
Night Trap.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good one to
This
play.
is basically Night Trap.
Basically, with no Dana Plato, unfortunately. Well, she might be in.
She's in hell somewhere.
Yeah.
I think she's the Medusa.
She's probably in Gluttony's Lance.
Sticking it to Dana Plato.
Yeah. Not a big fan of Dana Plato.
I mean, does anybody?
No.
I think nobody knows who she is.
Yeah, that's true.
She's a forgotten memory now.
Yeah. Oh, I told you last night. Did you get my text from last night?
Oh.
About the movie that was on my television?
Oh, the Mario Lopez Christmas thing.
There was this movie that was on in my household.
And who was the other star?
Melissa Joan Hart.
Melissa of Clarissa Explains It All.
Yeah,
fame.
and the plot was just as weird as you would expect. So, Melissa Joan Hart is a starving artist type with a liberal arts degree. She can't do anything else with it, apparently.
Based on a true story.
Yeah, she is going to a cabin in the woods with her family for the weekend for Christmas, and she has no boyfriend to show, and she missed her big job interview.
Ah.
She's just a girl on
Now,
the
why
go.
did she miss her big job interview?
She just had some traffic issues. She messed up her hair by accident. You know, she burnt her toast, that sort of thing.
Oh, okay. It's
Your
just
average, like,
not your day.
not your day type of deal.
Yeah.
So, on her way there, on her way back, she's like all depressed, and she goes to this restaurant, and she sees this young upstart professional talking on a Palm Trio or whatever phone was stylish in 2007, and
A chocolate bar.
yeah, exactly. And she decides to kidnap Mario Lopez, hold him hostage.
Now, he's played by Mario Lopez?
Yeah, Mario
okay.
Lopez.
Thank you.
Hold him hostage, drive him to the family house for the weekend, and pass him off as though I'm gonna dissolve him so you can see.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Well,
yeah.
Eh.
Whatever. So she passes him off as her boyfriend / fiance for the weekend, much to his chagrin, because he just wants to get away.
Yeah, because she's a lunatic. This is
Yeah.
like Misery.
Yeah, it really is. It's like Misery over Christmas. But over time...
Does she hobble his feet?
No, she doesn't, but he does fall and hurt himself a lot. She holds him at gunpoint to kidnap him. She finds a musket in the back room of the restaurant,
Yeah.
and she holds him at gunpoint. And I was like, this movie's awfully dark. But then by the end of it, he just comes to love her. She's just misunderstood.
Now, what's the name of the film?
Holiday in Handcuffs.
Holiday in Handcuffs. I actually like the sound of this. I tell you why I like this. Because I feel like in many films that have like a male protagonist, even when he's like sort of a dumb donkey,
Yeah.
he always comes with in the end he's just so persistent.
Yeah.
He Milton.
Milton the dog.
Go
makes
away.
a guest appearance.
Milton really wants to be in Jonathan's lap.
So this is the thing, real quick, before you get back to your point.
I don't have a point. I wouldn't worry
This is
about
Pontius Pilate.
Oh.
You know, it tells you what he did.
This is so stupid.
Yeah, it's really dumb. So you can punish or absolve him.
Now, see, if this was the only mechanic, I'd rather play a game that was all about this,
Yeah.
like a historical game.
Yeah.
I'd rather them turn this into a really badass Mario is missing
Yeah.
than to play what we're actually playing.
So I'm absolving him. By doing that, I'm
This
playing
is
a
horrible.
rhythm game.
This is a divine...
I
Or-
totally forgot about this. So
Oh my... This is not... I guess it gets harder later.
It does.
But still, this is
This is like a
pants
monkey could do this.
shittingly bad game design.
And you try to capture his sins, apparently. This is the most creative. I feel like this was a very late game edition. They're just like, we'll do a rhythm game. And this goes on for way too long. A game
This is anus-clenchingly bad.
Yeah. A game that is supposed to be like as nut-pumpingly action-packed as this should not have a 40-second long rhythm section.
Stop, everybody, if you could, I know you're in the middle of a thrill ride, if you could get off the roller coaster so that we could spray it with
play Simon.
Yeah, here's a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
You can get back on in a second. This game's terrible.
Yeah, so I'm going to, okay, I don't have enough souls to buy that, cool, whatever.
That's pants-shittingly bad design.
So we're going to go and do whatever the hell, kill this demon gatekeeper, whatever the fuck. Ouch.
Monster design's cool, except for, like, the ho-hum, every... like zombie corpse sinner looks exactly the same.
Here we go, back to the animated film. There was an animated movie that came out alongside this, of course, because they had a tie-in. Yeah, it was like the Animatrix, where like different animators contributed to each segment.
I like Animatrix.
Yeah, and each level. Apparently, this is actually from it or something. I think I don't know. Who cares? But each level.
They're recycling. We already saw that.
You gotta see the boobs again, man. Each level of hell had a different animator or some shit. I don't know.
Okay.
I think this is Lucifer. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. All I know is
what's with the blue shit? What's her like? Why does she have like varicose veins all over herself?
I don't know, because it's hellish, I guess. Why does he have a cross stitch to his
Well, it's
body?
because he's a moron. He volunteered that.
Oh, and a crown of thorns too. Like, that's not beating you over the head with it at all. I'm just gonna skip. This is nonsense. We can't hear it anyway, so who cares? I can't skip. I literally can't. I literally can't skip this cutscene.
More good design.
It wants me to feel so strongly for these characters that I literally can't skip past it.
Whoosh! Away she goes.
That happens a lot in this game.
She'll better rescue the incapable female.
She'll say, "Help me," and then she'll get snatched away. Like Wish, and then these guys come out of the ground. It happens a lot.
Yeah.
And it gets old really fast.
I don't really want to get into the you-know-what discussion because I think we're almost to the point where that's almost over. The gaming thing.
Right.
But like, I tend to side with reason on whichever side. But I gotta tell you, after seeing this stupid shit, see, I don't play enough dog shit games to really like always know where they're coming from.
Right.
Like, I'll just say it. Like, I don't agree with most of what who says about gaming culture or whatever. Like, I think she's 100% an educated and, if I may say, very attractive woman.
Yeah.
But like,
I had to stop myself there. I didn't want to prove her point. But anyway, continue.
but like, I would say if I had to just throw it out, I probably agree with 75% of her sentiment, but only 35 to 40% of the specificity of what she's going on about.
Right.
If this was the only video game I ever saw, I would saint her and build a statue because this is like, I guess it's just more in just bad game. Maybe I just don't play enough shitty games.
Well, especially because, like, if you think about it, source material never had... I mean, it had Beatrice, right? And that's one of the reasons he goes to hell, through hell, whatever the hell. But, yeah, thanks. I'll be here all week.
Tip jar.
Yeah, I just died. So...
Better go back to your checkpoint.
But she's not like a damsel in the story. And so the fact that she all of a sudden has to be because of our badass warrior is a little silly.
And they keep throwing it in your face, too.
Yeah, like as if you forgot 20 minutes ago. And you're just
now how does she feel about the fact that he has done what amounts to branding himself with the chest thing?
I don't know. Maybe she's turned on. Maybe she doesn't like it. I can't really remember.
That's like the last level of trendy self-mutilation.
Yeah, she like taunts him throughout the game, I think, as she starts to become more, Lucifered. I don't know. All I know, here's another thing, back to the God of War comparison. God of War does these sections, pretty much the entire game, where it locks you off and you have to fight his arena of enemies, and then you continue on to the next area.
Yeah.
God of War masterfully makes it so that right when you're trying to get sick of fighting them, it lets you pass. This takes it too far.
Yeah.
Because you'll kill like 3, and it's like, surprise, 3 more. Whereas, like, I probably would have been done in God of War by now.
You know what they call that?
Bad pacing?
Padding.
Yeah.
Padding,
it
baby.
Really is. This game is very short.
Put a big old maxi pad in the crotch of the underwear of this game.
Yeah, so...
Needs a little padding.
Just rip this guy in two or whatever.
Yeah, whatever, yeah.
So,
But like,
like, once you see it once, you're just kind of like, whatever. You're ready to get through it. You're ready to just do something else.
What is this chick he's rescuing see in him?
I don't know.
Because this...
Like, see, there's another guy to fight. There shouldn't be another one of these bozos to fight.
Yeah, this is tedium.
It just
This is
goes
tedium.
on and on and
This
on.
is Candy Crush.
It really is. It's just like how many times I've pressed the square button probably 5 million times in the past 30 minutes.
We haven't even gotten that far.
No, we
it's not even
haven't.
that great. Yeah, this is just tedium.
Yeah.
You know, this reminds me like I have like actual functions at my job where I don't. You know, most of my job actually you need to be thinking
I
somewhat
just died again.
somewhat critical and somewhat like.
Would you like to give it a try?
No, I would
Okay.
not. Somewhat analytical about what I'm doing.
Right.
But for about 3 to 6 hours a week, I have some work that's very much stamp the paper.
Yeah.
This reminds me of that kind of work. Like you're,
Oh, for sure. I'm just gonna turn the difficulty
whatever.
down as well.
This game is this like strikes me as stamping papers and putting it in the other tray or licking envelopes. Like this is
Absolutely.
very just like go through the motions. You hear me, Visceral Games? Your game sucks.
Before anybody laughs that I turned the difficulty down, I have beaten this game, so I don't want to hear it.
Oh, or how far did we get? 40 minutes before you. That was a diet game, Shame.
Yeah, whatever.
You're a game. You shame yourself.
I do.
You're
yeah.
very insecure.
I've beaten this game.
Your gaming penis
was-
is a suitable length.
It was
You're
post,
fine.
It was post my surgery too, so I was not in the right mindset. Let me tell you something.
Make
though.
excuses. What if you didn't actually play this game? This is just like what you dreamed when
Yeah,
you were under
maybe.
the.
I'll tell you though, playing this game like 2 weeks post surgery,
Yeah.
having still the residual effects of anesthesia and all the pain medicine, this game was way fucking weirder
Yeah,
than you could even imagine.
yeah.
Because I felt like
If you're
I
gonna
was,
play
like,
this game, make sure you're high.
Oh, it was yeah.
But of course, if you like this game, you're probably already.
Yeah,
high.
probably yeah. But not high on the stuff that I was on. That costs more money.
Yeah, and they don't have that.
No, they don't. That hillbilly heroin. All right.
Hillbilly heroin. How long do you think wire hang? That's creative.
Yeah.
How long do you think this game was out before it was 1999? 20, 30 minutes
Negative 10 years.
ahead of the old Walking Dead survival instinct price trajectory.
No, I would have. Oh, you mean? I thought you meant the year 1999.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no. I meant like how long do
Yeah.
you think it before it hit that price point?
Yeah, probably not very long. I bought it for I think 8. I bought it used. But I bought
2 days after it came out.
Yeah, I bought it for 8, but it's the deluxe edition. So
First impressions are huge, man, and I can't get over how just turned off I am by our protagonist character. By the way, basically the first thing I saw of him was him, basically amounting to a gothic 14-year-old sewing that bullshit to his chest.
Yeah.
Like that's so stupid.
also the game just really glosses over. Like, they say he's a crusader and all that stuff. They kind of gloss over what the Crusades actually were.
Yeah.
You know, obviously you don't want to tell people what they actually was. And here's your first little puzzle of the game, which involves. There's a lot of puzzles in this game
Why?
because God of War did them creatively. You know what we loved in God of War? Pushing boxes.
Now let me ask you this: is there anything about this game that does something God of War did but better? Or is it a strictly worse version of God of War, or is there anything it does better than God of War? Because if it does, I haven't seen it. Which is sad, because if you gave me the choice, I'm not a big Greek guy.
Right.
Greek, I mean, the mythology's cool and stuff. It's just not something that interests me greatly.
Yeah.
But Christian theology and the idea of the different versions of hell and Renaissance art that depicts being punished based on what your sin was, all those things I think are very interesting from an artistic standpoint.
Right.
So in theory, I would like this game way more, but in practice, I do not.
Yeah. I literally don't know what I'm doing. Sorry, I don't remember what the purpose of this puzzle is. I would say... I don't want to say the set pieces are better, because I don't think they are, because there are certain ones in God of War where it's just you're blown away.
Yeah.
The gameplay certainly isn't.
Oh yeah. That's,
The
characters aren't.
characters aren't. God, I don't...
Maybe it just doesn't.
Maybe it doesn't.
I didn't mean for the answer to be it's there. I don't.
Because I
think
never
there
really
is.
thought about that, but there really might not be.
Yeah, this is a strictly worse God of War.
I just remember how to do this puzzle, by the way, and you're going to laugh. How simple
Unless
it
you're
is.
13 and on meth.
Yeah.
Unless you're Breaking Bad.
I think I'm literally supposed to push this along with this.
Will it go with it?
No.
Yeah, because that's not how physics work. You got that right. I knew. I'd give it that much.
Yeah.
You can almost make it with your superhuman. How long's it been since we had an action game where you didn't get to a mid-air jump? Double jumps are everywhere.
Yeah. Whoever must be frothing at the mouth right
Nobody played this game. It doesn't matter.
now. Yeah.
You gamer shamer. What do we got on this one? We're at 45 minutes. So anytime you want to take that scythe and put it to good use, be my guest.
I'm just
Defend Dante's Inferno, you middle schoolers.
Yeah.
This game sucks.
I almost don't even care. Like,
I don't see how you could.
I've done this puzzle before.
Yeah.
I'm confident that I knew how to do it. At
There's a
one point.
chain up there. I mean, that just seems like background decor.
Yeah. What is this?
I mean, you have to get up there, right?
Wait, hold on. There's a ramp
Where's the ramp?
right there.
That's a ramp?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. It's the shadow helps it a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah, okay. Well, what are you doing with the ramp? Are you jumping toward the screen?
No. I think I have to get the box on this side of it somehow, but I don't know how.
Okay.
Or like, why do I care? I don't care.
I sure as hell don't.
I don't know. Maybe. Jesus.
What's in there? That just looks like a dead end, right?
You'd think so. That's where the box was to start with.
Okay.
God, I hate this game so much.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not very good.
You know what? I might just call it.
You're calling the fight?
People are gonna laugh, but I don't care to.
They come to us to laugh.
That's true.
All 8 of them. They love to watch you.
And how bad I am at video games.
Alright. You know what? I'm putting you on promotion. You can't pick a game for the next 2.
Because I can't push a box.
No, because you're a gamer shamer.
Oh, okay.
You shame. You're the target audience for this.
That's true.
This is all about being elite. This is about being more hardcore than the other guy
Yeah.
who plays the football and talks to the cheerleader.
Like, it's just not fun to have to figure out a puzzle in a game like this. Like, I mean, granted, it's probably the most asinine solution.
I mean,
It's
like,
just
I think
not-
in all games, like, the solution is obvious when you already know what it is.
Yeah. Like, I'm not having fun. Like, what are you supposed to do in a game if you're not having fun?
It's not fun.
It's not fun anymore.
Yeah. I mean, do you know where the goal is? I assume it's the top, right? You just try to get up to the top there.
Yeah.
Do you have, like, a move or something? Like, where you can, like, do the move and... Yeah, like that kind of thing?
No.
Guess not. And
I
you can't wall jump? Like, you can't, like,
No.
pivy?
Believe me, this game's not gonna.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
It's giving away too much
Yeah.
credit.
Maybe you gotta do some stupid fucking rhythm game. Maybe that'll get you up there.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, maybe you gotta stop, check your watch for 15 minutes while you do a stupid rhythm game
Yeah.
on how to judge punches. Why do you get to judge them? Like, what is the purpose in them?
Yeah, I don't know.
I could write 80 pages on how much of this game I don't understand. I'm gonna do a parody of the Divine Comedy where I talk about how shitty this game is.
You know what? I might have an idea.
You got an idea?
I have an idea.
Can you jump on the little post itself
No,
that you're spinning on?
but it revolves around this box. Like, this box.
Well,
is
yeah,
obviously-
I guess there's a box. Yeah. What's in the box?
I need to get the box up.
Speaking of deadly sins, you know it's a good film? 7.
Yeah, it's
7's
true.
good.
I would rather watch 7 than play this video game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care.
We're done?
I'm over it.
Alright.
So.
Well, do you have a pretentious word?
Prefer.
There's a bunch of them in the Divine Comedy, I'm sure.
Yeah. Man. I don't
Any
know.
Italian pretentious words?
I was trying to think of some theological big word.
Theological big words.
Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy. Oh, man.
There you are.
This game, you know what this game is?
Deuteronomy.
This game is hell to play.
That
That would be my review.
Yeah.
If I was some IGN overpaid high school diploma donkey.
Well, you'd be giving it an 8.5.
Oh yeah, 8.5. because Visceral slipped me the old
Yeah.
$10
Because
bill
the
in
ad
my
for the game would be on top of your review.
yeah.
But, you know how it is.
Oh man.
All right. Well, this
Well,
guy's gonna go unsaved or unabsolved. He's gonna sit
Yeah,
down.
yeah. We're gonna leave hell. Playing this game is hellish.
Yeah, it is.
It's fire and brimstone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I am the Scrivener. This is Jay Durham. We should play a better game next
Yeah,
time.
for Dante and his crosses.
For Dante and his stupid middle school level of coolness chest brand.
Yeah.
We'll see you and Dante down at the local Hot Topic where he'll be fucking
Sewing
buying
crosses on
fuzzy handcuffs and pants that have too many pockets.
the- Yep. And chains.
And chains.
Okay. Bye.
It's hell.
It's hell.
Did you see what I
It's
did?
hell out
It's
there.
hell.
Yeah.
Fuck this game.
Yeah, this game sucks.
It's awful.